Okay guys, quick little update on the stock market. We're going to use technical analysis to be our guide. Let's get right into it. We'll start off with triple Qs. This is our tech sector, and we have the Fed coming out tomorrow. So anything that really happens today, you should really don't read too much into it, just because you're typically not going to get large institutional investors making big moves right ahead of a Fed meeting. So something to take note of. On triple Qs, you'll see here the major trend line we've been watching all year round, all year long. Basically, this is uptrend line right here. Support, hit it there, and then you can see where we're at right now. We're just slightly below it. Okay, now we do have negative divergence on the daily chart. There it is. Momentum's been dropping off on this thing for quite a while. You really started to show up the divergences. And it's been building for quite a while. So this divergence tells me that we're very likely going to see a breakdown or a break of this trend. It's just, to me, a little bit suspicious to see it right ahead of a Fed meeting. It is a breakdown as of right now, but again, that Fed meeting just really kind of leaves it open for question. And then the other thing is that the selling's not that impulsive. We're only down about 0.5%. The buyers seem to be stepping in right about now. And it's just not that impulsive. You do want to see relatively impulsive selling where you can just obviously tell people are just exiting trades. And we just don't see that right now. So if I drop down to the hourly, you can see kind of what's going on. They dipped it below. The buyers are stepping in. I suspect they're going to close it right on the trend line. Okay, if I had to guess, they're going to close it on the trend line. And that ultimately would not really give us an indication that we have a sell signal or a breakdown. And we'll need to wait till after the Fed. So, that's really it. That's kind of all I'm seeing on that one. Let's go over to the SPY. I haven't covered that one in a while. Probably need to drop my charts again. The S&P 500, you can see here we have an uptrend line right about there, like that. And there it is. Let me kind of tighten that up. And you can see, again, same thing. We're just below it right there. We do have negative divergence. Very similar look to the triple Qs. You can see support. And again, below trend right now. Day's not over though. So it really matters how the day closes. If they close it at or near that trend line, it's going to just leave too much into question to say that's a sell signal. Now, if they sell this down and break it down and it is a clear breakdown, then it would be a sell signal, even though you have the Fed coming out tomorrow. And then in that situation, you might see something like this. You might break down, okay, close lower, the Fed comes out tomorrow, and then this thing could do a back test on the Fed. All right, and that would be an objective short entry if it does that back test. Kind of initially, that initial pop right after the Fed, and then maybe it sells down. So something to just keep an eye at. And then the semiconductors, the SOXX, this one's already broken down. You can see here it is. Here's your uptrend line, all right? Support, hit it again there, and we have that is a sell signal right there. That's a pretty definitive breakdown, and we're below that. So again, whether we close, whether we see the triple Qs break down today and actually initiate a sell signal or not, this one does have a sell signal. Now, yes, it could backtest. That's completely possible. And, even I would say I'd say it's a 50-50, if you get the backtest on this after the Fed. It's really going to depend on what the triple Qs does. But as of right now, it is a break of trend. All right, this uptrend has been broken. And everything comes down to this, the TNX chart. This is your 10-year Treasury yield. You can see we are pushing the highs, the kind of the cycle highs right here, 4.32. There they are previously from your October of 2022 lows. We hit it again right here, and we're back up there again, right at resistance. Okay, so a breakout from here, and you're very likely going to see pretty impulsive selling coming into the triple Qs. This is likely not going to move until tomorrow after the Fed. And it can go either way. Uptrend line is here on the daily. You can see this goes all the way back to the COVID lows. All right, you've got support. That didn't quite hit there. It came close. Support, and we're still holding bullish trend. So a breakdown of the trend. I can't say it's going to be bullish per se, but it could be. We'll have to see what's happening in the markets. I think the highest probability from what I'm reading is we get a spike up in interest rates. We get a spike, the markets start to panic, and money flows out of stocks into bonds, and then the rates start to fall, and we get a correction in the interest rates. Okay, because money they're selling down the stock market and buying bonds, which will push yields down. That's what I think is going to happen, but. As of right now, I don't see any negative divergence. I see bullish momentum. I see bullish price action. Interest rates continue to look like they're going higher. A couple trade ideas, individual trade ideas. ETN, this one was covered as a sell signal a couple days ago. We basically broke down right there from your bullish trend. Falling more today, down almost 3%. Coming into some support right in here at about 211.32. So maybe a bounce here, maybe not. It's hard to say. I'd put decent probability we probably consolidate here, maybe get a small bounce, and then continue lower. The target on this one, you can see this upward trend line. This is the COVID lows. Support, 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 support. That's my target. I think we're going to trade down to that trend line. So wherever we fall and wherever it potentially hits that trend line, that would be the profit target on this one. So it's looking good so far. Again, this drop so far was preceded by negative divergence. Here it is. Momentum dropping off. Okay. So that's that one. GE, this is one that's it's kind of chopping sideways. We've got resistance right here at about 116.50-ish, 116.60. Support right here, 109.87. And we're just kind of stuck in this range. So range bound. Again, this one did have a bearish rising wedge. We did have a break. It's just going sideways. So I think we're probably just topping out, and we're probably going to get that pullback down to about 92.95. But still range bound right now on that one. Okay, ELF, ELF. I threw this one out early this morning in the private member group. It's very profitable as of right now. So if you guys are interested in getting kind of early trade ideas or additional trade ideas, because I don't give them all out on the public channel, then join up on the private member group. Link in the description below. It's like $5 a month. Support. Okay, I only had 2 reactions there, but it was clean enough. We had big negative divergence, and we basically, this was kind of the third reaction where we held, and today just boomed. Big old sell signal, down almost 9%. There's some support here. It's about 114.50. We're below it now, so we might just keep going down. This is a crowded trade. You can see this thing from May of 2022 was up 555%. So very crowded trade. I think we're probably going to have a relatively quick move down to fill this gap right here, 87. There's a gap fill. So that would be my near-term target. Visa, keep an eye on Visa. All right, this one you've got a daily uptrend line. Okay, support. And we're still above trend, all right? We are diverging though. Big, long, extended negative divergence. Tell me that this is going to break soon. And this is your consumer. This is your consumer basically. If Visa's up, it doesn't necessarily mean the consumer is strong. It means the consumer is using credit cards, okay? And that's not necessarily a good thing. Visa's still holding bullish trend. With negative divergence. This one's on watch for a sell signal, but it's just a trade setup right now. And MasterCard, very similar. Bearish rising wedge on MasterCard here. Negative divergence. Again, trade setup. We don't have a break of the trend. We need that. We really need to take out about 401.50 to trigger the sell signal. So that's it on that one. MGM. This one was a trade idea I threw out in the private member group again. Big sell signal came, really got it right there 2 days ago. And you can see, if I zoom out, there we go. Support, and, kind of hit it right there. And then again, just a clear break of trend. Had some negative divergence, not super strong divergence, but it was there. And we've fallen to the first level of support. You can see this reaction low right here. And there's some reaction highs right in here. So first level of support, we're bouncing off that right now. So the next sell signal on this one comes on a break of about 38.50. Otherwise, you could do a back test up to that trend line. And there's not really a whole lot of change between wheat or some of the, gold or anything like that. Nothing that's really technically different today, so I'm not going to cover it. So that's it, guys. Fed meeting tomorrow. We'll pick it back up, and I will let you guys know if I see anything that's changing. Okay, drop me a thumbs up on your way out. Check out the stock market technical analysis course if you're interested in learning this as a skill set, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.